Hey there, HeatSpring friends. My name is Aaron Nichols. I'm the Marketing and Advocacy Specialist at Exact Solar in Newtown, Pennsylvania. And my journey into the solar industry and the education that got me there is a wild one. And I'm going to try to condense the story in under 3 minutes. So let's get started. I trained as an educator. I have a degree in teaching. I have a teaching license in Colorado. And after my training, my whole goal was to teach internationally. So as soon as I graduated college, I left for the Peace Corps in Nepal. And we were evacuated almost immediately due to COVID. We were evacuated after 7 weeks. Now, because of that, I took a teaching job that I had turned down to go to Nepal. And after a year of that, I was so burned out that I went traveling for 2 years. I did some very deep soul searching, doing yoga teacher trainings, learning to surf, sitting with myself, trying to be very introspective, and eventually came to the conclusion that I wanted to be involved in renewable energy, but I had no idea how. Shortly after, I met two circus performers, these traveling women who supported themselves by doing what they called blitz trips with their company, where they would fly to different places in the US and knock a bunch of doors and generate leads. That was how I funded a little bit of my travels. At the end of my travels, I was looking for what I needed to do and thinking about what I was going to do next. And I found a 6-week solar installer course that got you an NABCEP through Grid Alternatives. I leveraged the experience I had had from writing online before. I started copywriting. That led to more intensive marketing tasks that I was doing on a consulting basis. And eventually, Exact Solar found me as a client. And because I was NABCEP credentialed, I was a natural fit. And that was a common theme. The NABCEP opened a lot of doors for me. It was that crucial bit of education in the industry that I hadn't really understood when I was knocking doors that got a lot of people to say yes. And since then, I've gone on to be on several solar industry podcasts. Before I came on full-time with Exact Solar, I consulted with some pretty large names in the industry, all because of a 6-week installer training. So I would encourage anyone who's looking to get into clean energy to leverage resources like HeatSpring, find a local installer training, find ways that you can learn to be hands-on. And then if you want to take that farther, there's a million ways you can do it. But it all starts with crucial, small pieces of education that you might not expect to take you to interesting places.